$8,500 eye bag surgery rips out your own lymphatic drainage. It's been a very good business. The bags under your eyes are not a skin problem. They're a drainage failure. I proved it 3 years ago, and the cosmetic surgery industry has been trying to bury that proof ever since. My name is Dr. Sarah Mitchell, 15 years in lymphatic medicine, and what I'm about to show you is going to cost a lot of surgeons a lot of money. So let me tell you what's actually going on under there. Somewhere after menopause, the tiny channels that drain your under eyes overnight start to narrow, and the fluid they use to carry away stops moving. It settles, it pools, and night after night, it stretches the skin until a shadow sets in. That bag you've been fighting in the mirror was never aging skin or genetics, and it was never fat. It's fluid, trapped in a drainage system that quietly stopped working, which is exactly why nothing you've tried has ever touched it. Your creams sit on the surface, a full 4 millimeters above where the bag actually forms. Your fillers just plump the tissue around it. And the surgery, the one they keep quoting you, cuts out the last of the drainage you have left. That's why 2 out of 3 women are back in that chair within a few years, paying for the same bag twice. Think about that. $8,500 to fix a plumbing problem by tearing out the plumbing. It's been a very good business for them and a very expensive lesson for the women who trusted it. Which brings me to Linda Morrison. Linda is 62, from Tampa, and she was at her best friend's daughter's wedding when the photographer waved her out of the family photo and called her the grandmother of the bride. 140 guests heard it, and the worst part, her best friend, the actual mother of the bride, was standing right beside her, the same age, born the same month. Linda left the reception before the toasts. The next week, she sat across from 3 different surgeons, and all 3 told her the same thing. Cut it out. $8,500, 6 weeks of recovery. But Linda's husband was already sick, already in treatment, and there was no money to spare. So she went home, sat at her kitchen table, and began filling out a loan against the house where she raised her daughters, all because a stranger with a camera had embarrassed her at a wedding. She never finished that paperwork. Days before she signed, a friend at a medical journal sent her my research, and she decided to put the surgery on hold and try what I'd built first. What I'd built goes after the cause instead of the symptom. A gentle EMS microcurrent works like a pump, squeezing the trapped fluid back through the channels that stopped moving it. And a 630 nanometer red light, the same wavelength NASA developed to heal tissue, widens those narrowed vessels so the fluid finally has somewhere to drain. 10 minutes a night in your own home for $79. And in our trial of 2,400 women, it held its own against an $8,500 surgery. Linda gave it 30 days. In the first week, the puffiness softened and her skin felt tighter to the touch. By the second, the bags had visibly shrunk and that crepey tissue paper texture had smoothed over. By the third, the sag along her lower lids had lifted. And by week 4, the bags weren't smaller, they were gone. Here's my favorite part. A month later, that same wedding photographer was booked to shoot her professional headshots, and when she walked in, he didn't recognize her. When it clicked, he leaned in and quietly asked who'd done the work. She told him the truth, a $79 device. He ordered one for his own mother before Linda left the studio. Linda shredded the loan paperwork. She never had the surgery. Her husband finished his treatment. They are still in the same house, and she still uses it every single night. 145,000 women have now done exactly what Linda did, and I back every one of them with a 90-day guarantee. If it doesn't work, you send it back and you still keep the device, because I'm that sure of what 3 years of research gave us. Tap below and read the research for yourself. It's the same research that drained Linda's bags completely flat in 30 nights, saved her the $8,000, and kept her in the home she raised her daughters in. Read it before you sign what she almost signed.